All right, first pitch coming up. And on the mound in this one, Max Scherzer.
Well, this guy's got sort of a tweener, not quite a slider velocity and not as slow as a curve. It's in between, and he adds and subtracts velocity on it, which makes it harder for the hitters to really get that front foot down and have the timing they need to be successful.
Puts it away for the out. Here's Brandon Nimmo. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Scherzer,
1-0.
a guy that really fills up the strike zone, rarely walks people. The downside is the home run ball more likely in play.
Well, pitchers like this usually work down in the zone a lot, but these days, with all the uppercut swings most hitters are taking to elevate the ball, pitchers almost have to be effective up in the zone with hard stuff. So maybe that's one area he can improve in his game to try to combat that long ball.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. And first offering is fouled off. As a hitter, does knowing that this guy's going to be in the zone, does that make you more aggressive?
Kind of, but you still have to stay on that backside. You've got to make sure you get pitch recognition and let your hands work.
Swing and a bouncer out to short. In plenty of time to first, and that is the inning. Back here at Rogers Center, on the hill for the Mariners, Paul Skeens.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings,
not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
0-2.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout. And the runner holds. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here is Bryce Harper. Swinging a foul out of play. One out and a runner at second here in the third and final game of the series. Comes up empty.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
There's the splitter in the dirt. Swing and a miss. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third. And now for the Jays, Andy Pajes. In the dirt, nice job.
0-1.
Got him.
Got him on
Great
the tag.
throw, and that's the inning. Back now in Toronto. Second inning set to go. And now it's Rowdy Tellez.
That's a check. Did he go?
Swing, appeal to third, and no swing, says Jerry Hillsdale. Swing and a foul straight back. And that's how they get the first base runner of the game. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Late on that fastball. Suarez getting to start at third, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he was born in Venezuela.
0-2.
Gets his lead at first, nobody out. Foul ball still 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And Max notches the K. Dominic Canzone up next for the Mariners. Late swing, foul to the left.
Ball. 1-1.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Barger towards the line. 2 away now. And now for Seattle, Mason Wynn. And first offering is fouled off. And the right-hander deals.
That's foul.
Slider
1-2.
misses outside.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Lucas pulls it down, and that'll do it. So here's the cleanup hitter, Andy Pajes. Skeens back to work. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
I think he was
No
sitting off
balls.
speed there.
2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So up next for Toronto, Addison Barger. Tap foul at the plate. 1 out, base is empty. That one fouled off. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Anthony Santander at the plate. And it finds its way through for a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Wastes no time there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield. And even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2.
Kelly just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Blanco tosses the first. That's the 3rd out. And here's the first baseman, Christian Encarnacion Strand. Just
Ball.
missed.
No, that's in.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Takes it in for the out. Moises Ballesteros up next for the Mariners. On the ground right side. And that's just foul. In the air left field. Barger makes the play, and there's 2 away. So the batting order turns over, and now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. That catches the corner.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No balls.
This guy's not
2
wasting any
strikes.
pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Swanson. And he's safe at first.
Yep, he made it.
Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. And the
Ball.
first pitch misses for ball 1.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against the
Runner on the move.
Strike.
Hits in for a strike.
Hey.
Real Muto throws, not in time. It's a stolen base. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning
Ball
number
2.
3. Misses off the plate, and it's
2-1.
2-1. Now
Ball.
one missed.
3-1.
Swanson fires over to first.
He's out.
And that will end the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Nathan Lucas. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Nimmo has it sized up. Makes the catch for the out. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
0-1.
Late with the swing there.
That was straight
0-2.
queso right there.
This one in the air. Polanco. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Here's Mookie Betts now. Led off this game with a double. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. And that keeps the inning going.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Still tied at 0, last of the 3rd. Oh, right to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Runner takes off. Ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first. And
out of there.
Him. What a play. Leading off, Jorge Polanco. Grounded out his first time. Max Scherzer back to work. Fought off foul.
Well, these Mariners just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
Over to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. And that one fouled off. And
that's a ball.
1.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
No, inside.
And it's 2-1.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
Ball
Just
3.
Off the outside edge.
Full count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Base knock right field. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
He was all over that one. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the
one
bat
ball,
to it like he
no
did
strikes.
That time.
That's inside. Ball 2.
Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
This one popped up. Two away. And now the right fielder, Dominic Canzone. Fly to left his first time. In the dirt. 4th inning underway, no score. Lucas settles under it. And that's the 3rd out. So here is Bryce Harper. 0 for 1 so far. In the air, out towards left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Andy Pajes. Popped up. Polanco. Nabs it. And there are 2 down. So 2 down now. And here is Addison Barger. He's 0 for 1. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
No balls.
2 down,
1
nobody
strike.
on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. On the ground right side. Polanco tosses to first. And he has thrown 4. And stepping in for the Mariners, Mason Wynn. Flied to right his first time. Into the outfield, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Outside, ball.
Missed.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And
Ball
there's a
2.
ball. That
Full
one
count.
misses, and it's 3-2.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got...
There goes the runner to the right side. Sneaks through, base hit. Boots it. Heading for the plate. He'll still come home with it. It's off the mark, and he scores.
Big RBI for him right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And there's one down. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it. 2 down. Brandon Nimmo up next for the Mariners. Squirts away a little bit. 1 run across in the frame so far, and we're at the top of the 5th. And a foul ball. Barger ranging into the alley, and he makes the catch. And that is that. So now here's the DH, Anthony Santander. Skeens back to work. Down in the dirt, swing and a miss.
Oh, he's
No
looking
balls,
great so far.
1 strike.
It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Swing and a miss.
No
and the count
balls,
is
2
0-2.
strikes.
And
Ball
that one
1.
missing low.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first.
Out.
Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Late on that fastball.
These hitters have been
0-1.
very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
That one the
That's
other
a foul
way,
ball.
and foul ball.
Ha!
3,
Three.
and that's 2 in a row. Now it's the right fielder, Nathan Lucas. Fly to left his first time. And there's a foul ball. Lucas, 30 years old now, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2015. Left field, Nimmo has it sized up. And that is that. Well, 1-run game. And now for Seattle, Jorge Polanco. Max Scherzer goes to work. That's
Ball.
off the inside corner, and it's 1-0. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. And it gets by him. Now he'll turn for second. Gets off a throw, and he's into second with nobody out.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. It sounded different than most hits coming off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour,
No balls,
that's
1
not an
strike.
exit velocity you see very often. Very impressive.
Swing and a miss.
0-2.
And the count is 0-2. In the dirt. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. And Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Pajes going back on this one. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. And he moves up
He's
to
in
third.
there.
Now 2 away. So digging in, Dominic Canzone. First
Ball
pitch
one.
misses.
1-0.
Swing and a foul out of play. 2 outs with a runner at third. That one ripped. Pajes puts it away, and that is that. It'll bring up JT Realmuto. First time up was a pop out. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
I'm
0-1.
impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys
Hard,
they'll
2.
nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard.
No
That's not what we're
balls.
seeing
2
here.
strikes.
0-2 now. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first.
That's
Got
an
him.
out.
1 away on the strikeout. Here's Mookie to hit.
You're best when you let the game come to you. Tried to make too much happen right there. Not his best at bat.
Swing and a miss, splitter in the dirt.
No
Man,
balls.
That's just a
1
nasty
strike.
splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Hard.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
0-2.
That
Ball.
misses the zone, and
1-2.
that is ball one. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first, out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. Dansby Swanson stands in. 0 for 2 in this one. He was right there, strike one.
0-1.
Blue Jays down a run. Swing
High.
and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar
No balls.
gun.
2 strikes.
Swings
High.
and misses. Well, 1-run game. And now the shortstop, Mason Wynn. 1 for 2. Harper. And he's out on the tag. And here is Christian Encarnacion Strand. Swanson. And that quickly, 2 away. Here's the catcher to hit, Moises Ballesteros. That one to first, Harper. The tag, and he's out. And they go down fast. 3 outs. So Harper stands in. And that one fouled off. Out towards left center. Nimmo ranging after it. 1 up, 1 down. Andy Pajes next up for the Blue Jays. The big behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now the left fielder, Addison Barger. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
On the ground to short, Win. Whips it across.
He's out.
Inning over. So back to the top of the order. Here's the Mariners' leadoff man, Julio Rodriguez. And no one can get there. Around first, heading for two. In safely, it's a double and his second hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
And that's a base hit. Here's Rodriguez trying to score. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it. Well, these Mariners, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6
Ball,
hits
that's down.
at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
And
2-2.
the ball evens the count.
That's foul.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Goes down looking. Here's Rowdy Tellez. Nance
Hee-haw.
measures 6 feet 6 inches.
No balls. 1 strike.
235 pounds. And they went out
Ball.
and made a trade for him last season. Man at first, one away. He swings and fouls one off. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Nance sets, fires. Fights it off, he'll see another.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls
High.
in a row.
Hey.
He's right on this guy.
And Kenny Jansen punches him out. That's a strikeout. Suarez
Ha!
stands in here. Tried to hold back
0-1.
his swing there, but went around. And
Ball.
now the count is even.
One
run
ball,
across
1
to the
strike.
frame so far, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Hey.
Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
They get the
Got it.
base. 3rd out. So Anthony. New pitcher on here, Edward Bizardo.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations. Well, these Jays definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder
No
if they're
balls,
being a little
2 strikes.
over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
He'll do
That's
it
an
himself.
out.
Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. And here is Ernie Clement. Line drive.
That's a
and
foul
it
ball.
goes just foul. That one the other way. Makes the grab for the 2nd out. Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact.
And the
Out.
Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. So digging in, Dominic Canzone. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. So now a pinch hitter, Randy Arozarena.
Oh, looking for a little insurance here to start the 9th, Boog.
And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. backs that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's the tag. And he's out. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Mason Wynn, 1 for 3.
That's a strike.
Tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you
No
are
balls.
in command.
1 strike.
And that's down and away.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
The Mariners going with a pinch hitter. Dylan Moore. Runner on first with 1 down for him. Missed inside with the curve.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Roll to short, could be 2. To bet second for 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Here comes Real Muto. Bizzardo back to work. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Rosarena pulls that one down, and there's 1 away. He's 2 outs away. And now Mookie Betts. Fastball almost got him there. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
Has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
1-2.
1 down, base is empty.
2-2.
Ball misses outside. Chases in the dirt, slider there. On to first, out on the top.
He's out.
Strike 2 gone. 1 out left for the Blue Jays. Swanson digs in. Headed towards the corner. A Rosarena on his horse. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Yeah, that's fouled off. 1 strike away. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2 outs. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. Skeens with his first major league.